Right before the launch of Endwalker, Final Fantasy XIV had a huge spike in players. You might have been one of the new people coming into the game and wanted to get to the end of Shadowbringers just in time for Endwalker, and now that Endwalker has been out for a few weeks, you've probably gotten to the end of the saga and are wondering what you can do now. Well, let's go ahead and jump into that. Starting from the things to do at the end game, there are 2 additional dungeons that you have to unlock in order to open the Expert Dungeon Roulette, which will allow you to get tomes in order to get the higher level gear so you can run the raids, which have also just released. Both the dungeons and the raids unlock in Old Charlian. You just look for the blue plus quest markers. Hunts and fates are also available, and it's a good way to grab some cool items, whether it's mounts, minions, or housing items. You can also do these to help level any additional jobs you'd like to get to 90. And there's also side quests, which will also tell you more story about the different zones and introduce you to some new characters or even family members of old characters. Speaking of additional jobs, don't forget that completing all the rogue quests with each type of class opens up a 5th rogue quest with more story to tell. I believe there's 5 rogue quests now. There is 4 in Shadowbringers, but once you do all 5 this time, you open up a 6th rogue quest. If you're like some, you probably laser focused your way through the story and only focus on the dungeons thrown in front of you. Take this time to go back and unlock all those dungeons and raids that you passed up. There was a reason everyone kept telling you to do the twinning in Academia Niter in Shadowbringers. There's the Eden raids and the 24-man raid that's based off of the Nier series in Shadowbringers as well. You probably missed the level 70 dungeons, and I know you missed all the level 50 hard mode dungeons that completely have a new look to them and story associated with them, and the only place where you can find hard mode dungeons. There are a lot of good ones. Alongside the dungeons, there are trials. You can go on a mount collecting journey. You can solo some of those trials now by yourself if you want to. You can get the extreme stuff. It should be hard to find groups for these if you want to do these with people for like the Shadowbringers trials, extreme trials, or the new ones when they come out. And like I said, don't forget to unlock those 24-man alliance raids that you passed up, because you aren't always going to be stuck running the Crystal Tower series. There's at least 3 more that you can get and do. So when those mounts haven't satiated your hunger, check out the beast tribes and those stories that you missed there. They also give you mounts, housing items, and minions and cool stuff like that. There are some side quests that will teach you new emotes as well as squads that you can unlock with the Grand Company. Those will keep you busy for weeks because you can only do so many in a day. And while you're out running around, check out the PvP if you haven't unlocked that yet. You can unlock that in Limsa Lominsa. Now, we can't forget the Hildebrand questline. Right now, Hildebrand exists only up to Stormblood, and it's a fun story with some decent trials to unlock as well, and cool rewards at the end. There's definitely a lot more to do and accomplish in Final Fantasy XIV after the credits roll, like hitting that like button, but in all seriousness, never expiring content is one of the reasons that the game stays populated with players. I'll have a link to the site where you can see the location of all this cool stuff that you missed and decide what you want to go to while you wait for the next content drop. There's always the option of just waiting for the next content to drop as well and playing something else. An idea that seems to be lost on a lot of people, especially those that's coming from World of Warcraft, where they wanted to keep you in the game all the time. But this game, you can actually take your time. If you want to play another game and come back when the new content drops, do that, jump out, you can do that, it's fine. Thanks for watching this video. Where are you at in Endwalker? Let me know in the comments if you're all caught up or not. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.